I think we've got Megan and Taylor in the bullpen. I know their cameras are off, but let's see if we can. I don't know if they can hear me. Oh, there's Megan. How
Hi.
are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. And there's Taylor. How about that? Welcome, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, all right. I have to ask you, Taylor. I've heard that you may have a new nickname now. I heard they call you Money.
Oh, really?
Time game winner. What do you think of that? How does that sound?
Sounds all right.
So I got to ask both of you. Either one of you can answer. How tired were you about halfway through that third overtime?
Got it, Meg.
Oh, I was dead. Like I felt like I couldn't even remember what was happening. Like the first and second overtime, like I don't remember. I was gassed.
Safe to say the same for me.
Yeah.
So I heard that one of the true MVPs. I was talking to Liberty's men's coach, their D1 coach, and he said, I don't know who they're going to name the MVP of this tournament for the women. He said, but I think the true MVP is probably the cook, whoever brings you guys the food and the drinks to keep you nourished. Is that what you did in between, in the first and second intermission to keep your energy level up? What do you do when it goes into an overtime situation like that? Taylor,
Yeah,
I'll let you answer the first.
we definitely try to just keep the nerves down, keep everyone calm. We had a few Gatorades being passed around to get the electrolytes in us and stay hydrated. But yeah, definitely keeping the nerves down and just staying hydrated, staying focused.
Megan, so you, they get the tying goal, make it 3-3 in regulation time. What did you say to yourself or whatever? Because I got to tell you, you turned into a brick wall after that. I only got to see the overtimes because I was overdoing the men's D3 game. But what I saw of you, you were a fortress, and you didn't allow a goal. What
Thank you.
if anything did you tell yourself to calm down? What did the coaches say at the end of regulation?
Um I can't really remember what he says. I think it was just a lock in and want it more. And I think I was like, I really want this and I really want this for the girls. And all I could think of is like next shot, next shot. Like that's all I could focus on.
And so you were the game-winning goaltender in the first or the first overtime when you had 12 saves. And then you figure, well, what the heck? I'll get 78 saves in a triple overtime game. How much which I know it sounds like a stupid question to me, but is it difficult to play a game like that when you only make 12 saves?
Yeah, I would say sometimes it's harder because like I get cold throughout the game and like I remember the Adrian game. It was like I didn't have a lot of shots, but I think 12 might have even been a reach. Like my teammate had crazy good defense that game and um yeah, it was just I don't know. It was I remember they had a couple good chances at the beginning
Yeah.
and then I was just kind of like I got to focus cuz Adrian had a great goalie and I was like I just got to wait for my team to do their thing and then that was that.
So, Taylor, I go back to the first overtime, and you gals had to kill two penalties. I mean, walk us through that. How difficult that was for you to kill those two power plays and still maintain to go into the second overtime.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit defeating seeing that ref's arm go up, but our penalty kill has been pretty strong all year, and we've definitely put a lot of time and effort into it. And I know a lot of girls were confident in our penalty kill, and we just went out and did what we did. We pressured hard, definitely made Liberty make their mistakes, and we got it down enough, and it worked for us. So.
No, and then again, I go back to how about the overtime against Maryville? I mean, after the game against Liberty, you're thinking, here we go, or against Adrian, you're thinking, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, you scored the overtime goal. Well, it's only 17 minutes in, but oh my goodness, you had to have been on edge throughout that whole game too.
Very much. We definitely all were.
And so, Megan, when did they tell you were going to be the starting goaltender for the championship game?
Whitey told me after Maryville we were packing up the bus I was like loading the sticks in or something, and he just kind of stopped me and was like, "You're in tomorrow. Like this is your game. Go get it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do that." And then just immediately put the Liberty game on against Dearborn and did my homework.
So I know you had a couple of close games against them this year, and then of course last year. We won't talk about that, but I mean, Taylor, how much extra motivation was there going into the championship game, knowing you get Liberty one more time?
There was a lot. There was so much buildup over the 4 years, and finally going into nationals and knowing this was my last game ever, like not being upset. We had one more game to go. Everyone was on the same page, just letting it all out there and hoping it would go our way.
But you didn't plan on 3 overtime games, though, right?
No, we were not planning on that.
Okay, so Coach White called me this afternoon because he had a scheduling snafu, and I totally get it. Family comes first. So I get to ask you these questions without him here. That's his penance. What was he like in the overtimes? Was he nervous? Was he just chatty? Tell us a little bit about how Coach White was in those, especially going into the third overtime.
No, he was definitely very nervous, and I know that he was getting tired himself. So he was pretty quiet. Not much going on, not much for him to say, but he was happy for us, and he just knew that we were all gassed, and he kept trying to encourage us and get us to keep going. But no, he was definitely nervous.
So Megan, how did you guys get the Central Maine Community College guys cheering for you behind in the stands there? I thought that was amazing. That was so much fun to watch. How did you talk them into it?
Honestly, I don't know. I remember they were cheering for us when we were getting the medals, and then I FaceTimed my mom after the game, and they could hear it on like the mic in the live stream, and I had no idea that they were chanting for me. I think our parents, probably the team's parents, had something to do with it because they're great.
So I know, like I said, you lost to them in the region or I think it was the semifinals last year. I remember your overtime win against Minot. I think I got to call that game. Such a thrilling game there. But when did you ladies start to focus on your season run, let alone getting back to nationals after the nationals last year? Did you talk about it during the summer or when you came back? How did that all come to play?
Yeah, no, we definitely came home after nationals. We had to talk about it. We took a couple weeks off, and then we were back at the postseason grind. And then over the summer, we had, I think, 2 or 3 meetings talking about it, focusing on workouts and eating well. And yeah, we were just looking at the bigger picture for the next following season.
So Taylor, you said this is you're graduating, right?
Yes.
What how's it changed? I mean, since you walked on or not walked on, you know what I mean? Since you came on as a freshman and started playing, I mean, how long did it take you to get used to the atmosphere and to the ACHA women's hockey?
I mean, freshman year was definitely a big change. Obviously, the league and the pace of hockey was a little bit more intense and different. And I don't know, I feel like it finally took me until like the end of my sophomore year to get the hang of it. I feel like that's when I saw my true jump into the league. And yeah, it was cool to see.
Now, Megan, are you a senior?
No, I'm a junior.
Oh, so
I got
you
one more.
come back next year to defend the crown, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So I have to ask you when you gals got the power play, Megan, and how much did your confidence level go up seeing that you had the extra attacker out on the ice for that?
I mean, obviously I was like, this is the chance, but like I was just so tired. I was like, they better score. I'm like, so
Great.
tired. That was my main thing is like I don't even think I remembered it being on the power play. But because I remember it being in the zone and then it went down and then just we scored and then I was like, oh yeah, it was a power play goal.
So Taylor, walk us through the game winner. I mean, if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. Well, obviously we went on the power play and they were doing really well the first minute, and then the girls obviously got tired, so it was my turn to go on. I took Ashlyn Kufler off. I see that there's kind of a opportunity for Liberty in our end, so I'm coming back to our zone, and then I peel off because I see McGuire has the puck. So I just peel off. She's looking to get me the puck, and then she banks past it to me. it works. I'm going in the zone. I see Darby Poole is with me, but she happens to fall down. So I was like, well, I guess I'll shoot it. So I put it on net, and then I just kept going and got my own rebound, and it went in. So
and the rest is history. That's awesome. And before that, you had chances. I know you had a couple of goalpost shots. The team did, and it just had to feel like sooner or later one of them was going to go in.
For sure, yeah.
And so how long did it take to sink in? Taylor, I'll ask you first. How long did it take to sink in that your ladies reached the mountaintop?
I think it was definitely a couple of days. Like once we got back to Fremont, I was still like, oh my gosh, it hadn't hit me yet. I feel like it still maybe fully hasn't yet, but starting to get there, it was just so surreal and so awesome.
And Meghan, how about you? I know it seemed like such a whirlwind, and I know you were tired. How the next day you woke up, did it start to sink in then?
Yeah, I would honestly I think it was maybe the Tuesday in class, because someone came up to me and said congratulations, and I was like, oh, this is something we can almost brag about now. It's crazy that we got it under our belt. I owe T-Bell 10 grand or something for scoring. This is this is the best moment ever. It was oh my gosh, we did that. Our team did that.
I like T-Bell better than money.
Me too.
keep that one. So, and then how surprised were you, Meghan, that you got the MVP award? I'm not, but how surprised were you?
I was shocked. I thought Taylor was getting it for sure. I remember I could hear I was hearing the announcement for it that they were announcing that next, and Kira McGregor was beside me, and I remember turning to her and I was like, oh, hands down, T-Bell's getting this. and Kira was like, oh yeah, for sure. And I look over and was like, oh, it's T-Bell. And then they said me, and I was like, oh, that's crazy, because I didn't expect it. And T-Bell actually got the MVP for we give a hard hat out at the end of every game, our team, and she got that one. So I think we're both pretty good MVPs for the team.
Oh, I'd say so. It's a heck of a run, and it's so hard. I just admire how well you ladies do. It's a grind, throughout the year, and then once you get that spotlight, man, I'll tell you what, it's very difficult. You should be very proud of yourselves. Such a great run. So Taylor, you're graduating this spring. What's going to be in your future now?
I recently applied to be an ultrasound technician at Red River College in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So I'm just waiting to see if I get in or not. But after I graduate in May, I'll definitely be going back home and furthering my education.
And Meghan, you've got another year left. So I'm going to ask you this first. I always ask everybody that comes on the show, Meghan, who's your favorite NHL team?
Montreal Canadiens. I just saw them play on Saturday, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're my second favorite because I've got family that way back in the day. Taylor, how about you?
I'm a Boston Bruins fan.
You guys ever drop the gloves in the middle of the
No.
I didn't even know that. I just found that out.
Well, that's funny. Well, as you can see, I'm a Red Wings fan, and we're struggling right now. Gosh, I just looked losing to the Penguins 2-0. Man, that stinks. We're gonna end up not making the playoffs again. Even the Canadians are gonna make it. Wow.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah. So when does practice start back up for you then, Meghan? You get the summer to just kind of relax? Are you going to start your meetings again soon? How does that work for you?
Our team's just at our end of year meetings with the coach, but we get a little break from hockey until the next season starts in August. But I'm playing hockey over the summer. I'm sure it's the same with most of the girls. We got our workout programs to follow. We're starting up in the gym on Monday again, and yeah, I'll probably in May. I think I have a game the third week of May to go to for a league. Hockey doesn't stay too far away from me for sure.
Well, do yourself a favor. Win one in regulation time, will you?
That's the goal for next year for sure. Although at least we know we have a good OT.
Well, that's for sure. Yeah, it's funny because I wanted to ask I wanted to ask Coach White. I'll never forget when. Oh gosh, now I'm drawing a blank. Tampa Bay's coach, John Cooper. First thing they asked him how he was feeling, he said, "My feet were freezing." I wanted to ask. I'll never forget that. Ask him if his feet were cold standing on the bench, especially in that rink. That rink's an ice box.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cold. Yeah.
Man. No, I could see why you were cold. My goodness, man.
Yeah.
2 years ago when I broadcasted the games there, I brought a little portable heater. So if I ever broadcasted the game there, that portable heater's coming up. I'll tell you what, Megan, I'll put one behind your goal next year if you guys are.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Well, ladies, congratulations on a great run to the championship. So exciting. Now that's the school's first one, right?
Yep. For hockey anyways, yes it is.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you get to be the standard there. You know, as Ric Flair always said, in order to stay number one, you got to be number one. And that's what you ladies are right now, number one. So congratulations on the big win. I hope you cherish it forever. And Taylor, good luck with your studies. And Megan, I look forward to watching you next year defending your belt in goal as the champions in women's D1. Thanks, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you so much.
All right. Meghan Stewart and Taylor Bell, the winning players from Midland University Lady Warriors. Of course, Taylor, Meghan Stewart, the MVP, 78 saves in that triple overtime game against Liberty in a 4-3 win in overtime. They were up 3-1, gave up a couple of goals. We all know the toughest lead in sports is a 2-goal lead. They're able to hang on to win that one. Or hang on to keep it tied into regulation, and then won 4-3 in triple overtime. And Taylor Bell getting the game-winning goal. She had a couple of those overtime game winners, and the captain on the team.